Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. stocks and futures market preview for the week beginning Monday, October 1st, fourth quarter, believe it or not, 2018, ending Friday the 5th. Hope you're had a good trading week. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market in futures form. Really one of the flattest weeks. When we look at the intra-week action, you'll see it's just we went nowhere. We're hanging near highs, but we went nowhere. September is over. September is historically one of the most negative months of the year. Just means doesn't mean you collapse. It just means that it's usually down, and it was up a couple points on the S&P for the year. Let's go through the major indices, then we'll look at the intra-week action, and then we'll talk about what's coming out. So crude oil gained 12 cents to 73.37 on Friday, very near the highs of quite a while. Gold down 50 cents, not a big deal. S&P cash, we talk about the fact that Friday for the end of quarter, the market doesn't typically move. Well, we gapped down a little, came back up a bit, and the close on the S&P was down 0.02 points. Can't get any flatter than that, really. NASDAQ 100 down 1.92 points, also very flat. SOX gains $8.87. The biotech's up $5.60 and near all-time highs. The VIX down 29 cents to 12. Trend closes at 1.21, which puts the 10-day at 0.91. Remember, we had 3 days of a broad market sell signal, and the market has been stuck, so we'll see if that leads to anything. But the sell signal was when the trend 10-day moving average was under 0.85 for 3 days in a row. NASDAQ volume 2.3 billion shares. That's okay. We got the moving average higher because we had that triple expiration Friday a little while back, and that was a really big number. Advanced declines on the NASDAQ were plus 201. More stocks just slightly up than down. Plus 336 on the New York for 2 days in a row. Google loses 28 cents, which is obviously a blip on Google. Apple up 79 cents. Netflix loses $6.58. Amazon down $9.98. Tesla down 42.75 as Elon Musk has his role reduced there due to the concerns. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, down 31 cents. Goldman Sachs down $3.50, heading back towards these lows of the year, actually. So Goldman Sachs it's down for the year, and it's not positive when the biggest bank out there, or the biggest investment bank out there, can't get anywhere. Facebook down $4.38, also down for the year. We're getting into that point in the year where, typically when the markets have been up for the year, the stocks that are up will continue to move. Now, if you look at where we're at now, compared to where we were back at the end of last year, here's the S&P again. We're only up a bit. We're not up huge, and we spent most of the year actually more down than up. On the NASDAQ side, it's a little more positive. But let's look at those big ones again. Google, not up huge for the year. This isn't a year where people are up, double, triple their money like they have been in past years, and therefore nobody wants to sell and lock in their tax gains. Apple maybe percentage-wise up a little bit better, probably moved from 170 to 225 for the year. Netflix is up for the year, but again, not like it's a big double. Amazon's probably the big winner again from 1,200 to 2,000. That's a pretty good gain. Tesla not up for the year. Goldman Sachs, as I said, down for the year, and Facebook down for the year. So it's not that type of year like it was last year where you expect somewhere in November, everybody just says, I'm not selling anymore because I don't want to lock in tax gains, and then everything just goes higher. So that means the end of this year could be a little more interesting than what we've seen for a while. Economic data-wise, here we go. Monday, we got a Fed member speaking. We've got final manufacturing PMI at 945, ISM manufacturing PMI along with construction spending at 10. Vehicle sales number comes out probably at the close. Tuesday, we've got some Fed members speaking, including the chair, not a big deal. Wednesday, another Fed member speaks, and then we've got the ADP non-farm employment change. Final services PMI. ISM non-manufacturing PMI, crude oil inventories, two more Fed members, a lot of Fed members speaking, look at this. And then on Thursday, challenger job cuts, the weekly initial and continuing jobless claims, factory orders, natty gas. Friday is the big one. We've got the unemployment rate and the trade balance number. That includes, obviously, the non-farm employment change, which is what everybody likes to focus on, an hour before the bell, and then consumer credit at 3 p.m. So that's it. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week.